So here we are back on the stand on the last day of the trade show, which is Integrate, and we're here on the ULA stand. If we just have a bit of a pan around. And of course, here's the owner of the company, Con.
How are you, Tony?
Hello,
Great
good.
to see you this morning.
Tony, Factory Sound TV.
How are you, gentlemen? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I know. Yeah.
So, what have you got to show us
today? Well, we've got a few things in the back. In the demo room is we're doing a demo right now. So I'll take you into the back room. Sorry, I've got to see the latest in the LED effect weld.
This is using two 10-watt tricolours, so it's a bit more intensity than the one you just saw. You've got standalone plus DMX control, so you can control rotation, colour, that type of thing via DMX. But generally, the plug and play way they run is probably the best way because they've got the best inbuilt programs. That's retails about $5.39, I think, that product.
So we're hearing the dulcet tones of Blair telling us about the products.
This product is called the Style LED. That's RGB and white. So there's 4 lenses in there which do different things: rotation, scanning, left and right, up and down. I'm not sure the retails, but they're all under 500, those two. Yeah, yeah. Matrix LED, so there's 256 LEDs on a board, basically, all individually controlled, so it does patterns and different beams, rotations. You can see the different things it's doing on the ground plus the beams it's achieving.
What's the retail on that?
I think it's $4.99, that one. There's a centerpiece up there. It's LED powered as well, using tricolour LED. And we're back, like I said, we're back to the old retro days. Everything coming out's gone back to the old school, but all done with LED. So some of those classic effects we used to all, 10 years ago that we're pumping out, they're all coming back.
Looking at all the old effects that we used to love.
They retail about $900. Yeah.
That's worth it.
Yeah, great. They're good. I'm going to show you some of the high-powered LED stuff. These are the new Malabar 12. There's 3 fixtures up there, so it's not one. They're about 300mm long. They've got 4 individually controlled cells, and in those cells are tricolour 3-watt LEDs, so 3 tricolour 3 watts. As you can see, obviously with the tricolour, the point source is all the same, so you haven't got the old RGB, and your colour mixing and rendering as a result. It's pretty good. They're available in 3 beam sizes. I think it's 15, 25 and 40. The ones up there are 25 degree. Yeah, and obviously 3 of them is giving you quite a bit of light. But they've got individual controls to actually set static colours if you want to put them in different areas during corporate. You can just set it to red, plug it in and leave it, it'll stay there, or you can create slow fades in them without running DMX to them, or there's some built-in programs that are already there, but there's something you can edit and program up. As well as that, we still do the traditional RGB type product. So these are little Parlight 18s, so they're like a little bit bigger than a Par 36 in size. They've got 18 1 watts in them, 1 watt LEDs, double yoked, so you can floor mount them, use them as truss warming, use them. I mean, they output probably like our 64 can with a 5mm LED, probably output the same. Those retail, I think they're about $400 retail. per unit. Once again, it got the inbuilt, the static colour settings, all that type of stuff. Tricolour multi-par, which is that one there. So in the traditional multi-par housing, that's a 40-degree optics. That's available in 25 and 15 as well. It's got 18 3-watt tricolours in there. We've also got this fixture, which is not a tricolour, but it's your RGB. But the good thing about this, it's got remote zoom via the console, so we can actually change the beam angle from 10 to 60 degree, and it's variable, which I'll show you. So basically, you can put it up and use it as a. You've got optics on the multi-par. Basically, the module, the board the LED's sitting on, moves into the multi-par and then out of the multi-par. And as it moves in, the beam angle gets smaller, and as it comes out, it gets wider. It's basically as simple as it is. But really useful for different optics, lighting up different things too. And you get nearly a hard edge at full zoom all the way in. This is the LED power bar. So basically what that is, I guess in the simplest form, 4 par 64 cans on a bar, but it's just using the modules and a flat panel, because you don't need the full par can. They just make it that way because that was the industry standard. So you've basically got 4 64 cans on one bar. You've got individual control of each of them via DMX, and you've just got one DMX in and one power in. So you've got those. They're easy to set up for like corporate small stuff or dry hire even. Small control you can get with them that'll control 8 modules individually, which you can, pre-program preset colours and playbacks. And that controller is about $200 retail. And that unit there's about, I think it's $1,000 retail or something. Yeah. So they've been quite popular. I mean, we released them about 3 months ago, and they're selling. You can adjust and focus each one individually. So you've got pan and tilt on the bracket you can adjust. These are stage LED 45, so 45 1 watts across 5 cells of individual control. They have a floor mount or a hanging bracket. So there's options there to use them as foot lighting or effect lighting.
Thank you, Blair. Thoroughly enjoyable
No
presentation.
I do my best. I am the disco king.
Yeah, you heard it there.